O'Callaghan.
See. Oh, he's up! He's up! Oh, he's on the front wheel!
Huge near the front. O'Callaghan goes fastest by 3.6 seconds.
Look at that. Like nothing. Just like a Sunday ride.
Benoit Coulange leaves a French start hut, and we all know that that can be extremely dangerous for everyone else. We talked about the tyre choice and about the approach to racing in the mud.
He's up.
He's 1.9 seconds up. None of that will matter to this man.
Go on, boy.
He's only got one mode.
Yeah, that's a good gap here. He's going to be aggressive. He was one of the riders at the top. He was warming up right next to me, and the bike was on the stand. The mechanic was swapping to mud tires, so I know for sure he's on muds.
Yeah. 2 seconds in that first split.
4 seconds! Let's go.
4.3 seconds. Benoit Coulange, the hot seat, cannot believe it.
Yes! Inside the holes there. Beautiful.
Yeah, smart riding there, staying out of the grass. He's got that disc cover on the front brake too. Hopefully keep a little water off of there. Definitely want to try to keep the brakes as dry as you can.
Also kind of helps to maintain the temperature as well. The lever feel, I think, is the theory behind those covers.
Try to keep some heat in that front brake, because every time you hit a puddle, you see that smoke coming off.
See the steam coming off the back brake as Oisin O'Callaghan watches on.
Man, this is looking good.
Yeah, beautiful stuff.
Both of these men on the hunt for their second UCI Downhill World Cup win. 4.3 seconds currently the margin held by Benoit Coulange, but he was fastest in the qualifier, fastest in the semi-final here last season, and had a huge crash in the finals, so needs to get the bike to the finish line this afternoon. Coulange on a run here in Loudenvielle.
This is epic.
You gotta believe he's extending here. This looks so good. He's kind of riding that. You can see it. I mean, he's still aggressive. He's holding those lines and exiting these corners with really good speed. See what he does here if he goes. I saw him gap this earlier. I would guess he's going to be... Oh, he goes for it.
Yeah, boy. Benoit Coulange, 4.2 seconds. He's lost nothing. O'Callaghan smiling, appreciating the effort here. Aaron, I think you hit the nail on the head with that last sentence, but you've got to believe, and this man believes. This is where he had that crash last year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's good.
Takes it off.
He's through.
Gets the double over that. That is a big pull.
Slightly short.
Huge pull from Benoit Coulange. 5 seconds. It's 5 seconds for Coulange, boy.
Easy in this rut. Yeah, boy, inside.
Is this going to be a race-winning run for Benoit Coulange again in front? Benoit Coulange heads down towards the finish line in Loudenvielle, crosses it, and goes fastest by 4.7 seconds in the mud. Epic. Oisin O'Callaghan and Charlie Hatton cannot believe it. No one can believe it. This man has a different level on days like today.
Okay.
It's been a minute since Snowshoe, West Virginia 2021, but Reece Wilson leaves a World Cup star hut, 1.9 back at the first split.
That's okay. I would guess he'd probably lose a little bit there up at the top to Benoit, but...
Absolutely incredible in the lower two sectors yesterday. Had a slight nudge off track, which cost him, but ended up 1.4 off, sticks a foot out, makes the rut.
This is so tricky right here. Into this left, there's like a rock ridge that you can't see, and if you get just right of it, you slide. And he got it about perfect. You kind of get the feeling, yeah, look at that. Only Reece is the one that's going to be jumping in the grass on a day like today.
Just floats up there.
You get the feeling he's kind of saving up. Yeah. Real at the bottom.
He needs to get into the trees in touch here. Reece Wilson has been feeling it again. 2.7 seconds. Again, what this man's capable of when things get steep and wet.
Yep, pull the tear off here and game on.
It's doable. Coulange said himself at the bottom that he felt he left some time up there.
That is a tire width rut through there. It is so skinny. Oh, he goes to the rut. This whole thing is a rut.
He was making this section. It absolutely soaks that spectator on the way through.
Drops into the steep line at the top, holds
Carries
it.
Great speed through there. Reece Wilson, these are exactly the conditions he'll have been hoping for this morning.
Looks like he's riding really smart here. We've seen him just absolutely hang it in the mud before.
Pulls a tear off in between those two sections.
Inside, that is hard to do. Got to get out of this corner good. A little bit of a long straightaway makes it look good. See if he gaps this or rolls it.
A long road back. Gaps across there, tags the rear end. 1.8 seconds now at the third split. Reece Wilson moving forwards in this run.
He just tagged that lander.
26th in Leogang earlier in the season, but Leogang in the dry in this place, two very different things.
Oh, he's pulled back a second. Can he pull back another 1.8?
Hit the side of that tree there, got a little loose, gets the point. Let's go, buddy.
Reece Wilson 2.3 back now, so it's moved away from him again. Is there room for him to conjure up a little bit
Outside.
Yeah, that was
Inside
nice.
to inside. Beautiful.
Tweed Valley magic. Reece Wilson down towards the finish arena. Heads left, crosses the line. Reece Wilson stops the clock for 3:42. 2.2 back on that time of Benoit Coulange in the second place.
Beautiful stuff.
One of the danger men for the win today, Andy Kolb. But he said that it's, he rides in Schladming, that's where he's from, and although it's steep, it's really, really low grip, and these conditions suit him perfectly. And he had that Afferton bike sat on a set of full muds, and the thing was like 10 mil further off the ground because of the height of the tyres, but washes out through that right-hander, maybe pushing a bit hard, Aaron.
Yeah, got the lift kit on the bike, but yeah, I mean, this is a little bit like Schladming, actually. A lot of berms, a lot of ruts, good support in the base of the turn, so he might be able to turn it on here at the bottom. You can see that mistake cost him a little bit, but he's still well in touch here. That was nice inside the holes there. Got to get that exit speed. This track is really tricky on exit speed. It kind of just traverses back and forth all the way down. So every time there's like a 180 turn, usually there's a long straightaway, except for right here.
Hugs the board into that braking zone, down through that
front wheel
drop.
drifting.
That was nice. Everybody's kind of started going inside on the grass there because that rut on the outside is just full of roots. That's one of the hardest corners on the whole track to make. He's making it look easy. High line here, yeah.
Yeah, gets it done, same as his teammate Charlie Hatton.
So yeah, we know Benoit thinks he left some time out there, so did he leave 2.6?
28-year-old on the Afferton bikes, AM200.
Oh, gets that. There's a new little line there behind the tree too where you kind of cross rut and jump up on the bank. Looks like you got it in the wet. This is looking really good.
It's looking really, really positive for Andy Kolb here. 2.6 back at the second split. What's the third going to tell us?
As he gets outside that rock. Beautiful.
He's making the dry lines kind of work for him in the wet.
And like you said, Aaron, that's the traverse section. He had such good speed into it.
2 seconds back, so he's found 0.6 of a second. This is doable for Kolb,
I was going to say, he's so precise. He's hitting a little bit better lines, I feel like, than Benoit was. Benoit had that good aggression, though, so he's going to have to keep it up.
But as you say, Aaron, as well, such a big, strong physical rider. All that weight going through his hands won't be a problem for Kolb.
Yep.
Andy Kolb of Continental Afferton crosses the line in third. 2.7 back on Benoit Coulange. Here comes Finn Isles.
He just has to attack from the gate, which he is already.
Tanny Seagrave watching on.
Yeah, you guys are seeing a display in bike skills. There's a triple coming out of the gate.
0.2 of a second off at the first split. So Isles knows if he wants to keep his hopes of a title alive, he needs to win this race. And there is only one way to do that, and that is to ride with a level of commitment higher than we saw from Benoit Coulange, which is quite a tall order.
Got to be careful through here to hold the inside.
Finn Isles down in that left-hander, jumps back on the bike again. May not have lost too much time. Hopefully it's not done the brake levers or any part of the bike any damage. Or
yeah, Finn's going to be bummed. He's given up a few points today.
Oh, it's just so tough when it's like this, and I think the track's definitely getting worse, like you said, Aaron.
Yeah.
3 riders left at the top of the track. 2 of them are locked in a title battle. The other one is Ronan Dunn. So, don't go anywhere, as I say. This one is about to explode. Finn Isles crosses the line in 25th, 29.7 seconds back. So far then, Coulange, Wilson, Kolb, your top 3. Look at the top section. The cloud has just cleared off it in time for Ronan Dunn's run here. This could work in the Irishman's favour. It will.
Yep.
But crucially, Ronan Dunn can see where he's going.
That was impressive. Nice stakes there.
Absolutely on the limit there.
If you make a mistake coming onto that road, you're going. So this is the.
Ronan Dunn slides off course in the same rut that took Vergier out, but he's up and rolling again quite quickly, so needs to get back into the focus now.
He didn't lose much at all.
173 beats per minute through here for Ronan Dunn, but listen, sit back and enjoy. Oh, it keeps on tripoding his way around it. But Ronan Dunn is on track.
Come on, Ronan.
He's had a crash already, but he's making inroads into that time. But full send into the first gap. Has to throttle it back for the second one. 3.4, no. It's moving away from him now, Dunn.
To that right inside.
Off the riders
into it.
that we always rely on to bring.
Just 2-wheel drift, feet in.
To bring vast reserves of speed and entertainment in equal measure. 3.6 seconds back off Coulange. The world in front of him. Can he take another overall title?
This guy laid down an absolute heater yesterday.
There you
There's
go.
that bump jump again.
Bump jump we saw his teammate Finn Isles pull off earlier on. Going for UCI World Cup overall title number 4, Bruni. In the green and white of the overall points leader. His title rival Piron has crashed in his run. Bruni was absolutely spellbinding in qualifying yesterday. 1/10 of a second faster already than Coulange. Bruni won here last season. Unbelievably, his first UCI World Cup win in France. Is he going to get another today?
This is where Bruni's been putting all of his time in. Even yesterday, I think he put a couple of seconds into the entire field by this second split. He's so good on this flatter stuff at carrying momentum.
Bruni can get the job done here with a round to spare. We go to a track next, Mont Saint Anne, Quebec, which he loves. There's the turn that took out Loris Vergier. Navigates it safely. There's the part that took out Piron. Gets round there safely.
That was committed. I can't believe he held on to that left.
Aaron, this is starting to look ominous.
Yeah, I think we're going to be green on this next split, boys. But, man, what an impressive... I don't know. I think Loic would tell you he never preferred the mud.
He's up! He's up by a second!
It's a second from Bruni. Gets the triple.
High line in the grass.
It's like we said, Aaron. He is taking the risks up top. He's not just taking off that section.
Yeah. You see the improvement, man. I mean, you can't say he's not a mud rider anymore. He is so good everywhere.
It's him who's been saying he's not a rider. That's the clever thing.
Yeah.
Taking the pressure off himself, saying that Piron's better in the wet.
Yeah, what a ride. I mean, this is a championship ride.
167 beats per minute, as ever we know. He revs.
He's on the high line.
Takes the high line.
Yes.
Creases it. Riding this track like it's dry. Loic Bruni.
What are we looking like on points, boys? If he ends up winning this.
If he wins it, he's won the title.
Oh, wow. All right, so championship on the line here.
Bruni not thinking about the title, just thinking about getting this bike race won. It's pretty straightforward for him, and he is riding this track like it's dry. See a member of the team staff just shouting some information over to him.
Yeah, I wonder if they're telling him he's up. I wonder if he knows when he dropped in what happened to Emery, but either way, he looks like he's backing the intensity down just a little bit down here, kind of playing it safe.
He's moved back 1.3 back.
Lost 2.3.
So maybe you're right, Aaron. Maybe he knows that Piron is off the pace, but that's a dangerous way to ride.
Yeah, I mean, this is a championship ride, Loic. You don't win as many races and titles as this guy has without knowing kind of exactly where you're at on the track. So he's definitely riding smart here, but he does seem to be losing a little bit of that aggression at the bottom. Yeah, he's going backwards even further, but
lost another second.
2.6 back.
Where does he need to finish to wrap this
He needs to
thing up?
finish 7th or better, I believe.
168 beats per minute. 7 for better should do it for the UCI Dyno World Cup overall title.
Come on, Bruni!
Is this it for Loic Bruni? Is this overall title number 4?
He does it!
In 4th. And that will do it. Benoit Coulange wins at home in France for the second time. And Loic Bruni has done it
in the toughest of conditions.
Loic Bruni locks up UCI World Cup overall title number 4. But this man, Benoit Coulange, chalks win number 2. And listen to the fans here. Coulange, Wilson, Kolb, Bruni, and Dunn, your top 5 from a memorable afternoon of racing. Loic Bruni has now amassed more points than his closest rival, Amaury Piron, has left to win. The title will be awarded to him in Canada
He is the man to beat. I don't think you can argue that in really any way right now when it comes to championships.
No, Super Bruni gets the job done with a round to spare.